What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning. So come by and say hello. All right, I want to look at the Peak Monsters dashboard. So shout out to Peak Monsters. I haven't really I've looked at this dashboard recently, but I haven't done a video just kind of dissecting where we're at. And I've just noticed, at least over the past couple of weeks here, that we've seen a significant decline in the number of battles and in the number of daily active accounts. Now, I know I said Q1 was going to be a little, boring, and obviously the Bitcoin ETF ended up being a sell the news event, but the numbers here are still somewhat puzzling. I'm just going to present the data. I don't know that there's any, major conclusions we can draw, but I'll try to give my thoughts on it. And then really it's just to present the data to you and hopefully get some insight from what you guys might be seeing in different leagues and different formats and all that. So you can see here, I have last month filtered, and right here in the second half of the last 28 days, so the last 2 weeks, you can see a significant decline. And when I put this out to 3 months, you can see it even, more pronounced. Now, here's the thing. Let's jump into the last 14 days just because it's easier. Now, you can see that the modern battles, what is this? 23,005, 22,9, 22,6, 23, right? So modern is down significantly because this used to be in the high 20,000 range. And then of course, wild is down as well. And you can just see that visually. Modern is a little bit more difficult, but if we're talking about, we never were quite averaging 30,000 battles a day in modern, but even if we went from, 30,000 down to 24, which is not, perfect, but if we went down that much, that's a 20% decrease. So despite everything that was going on, all right, let's see if we can go again. It's going to be really hard to see where modern was. Well, I guess modern was still around there too. But the other thing that I want to take a look at here is the active players as well. So you can see that there's a little bit of a dip here. We have this weird, maybe consolidation once again of accounts where somebody probably logged in, didn't play any battles, but it was just going in and either combining cards or sending cards or whatever the case is. And once again, it's a little bit more pronounced when you look at it on the 3 month. You can see over here, over the last 3 months, we've averaged 47,000 players, daily active accounts is really what it should be. Take that down to the last 14 days, and it's down to 40,000. So once again, you might think, 7,000 accounts isn't really much, but it is in the context of this, right? That's 15 to 20% right there. And if we didn't have these outliers carrying the average up, check this out. We're in the low to mid 30s, 34, 33. I guess here's a 39, but 32, 33, 33. So I'm not quite sure what's happening here. I don't know what this move is signaling, but I do think it's interesting to follow just because, again, we don't have the last 2 years of data, but it's been a steady decline all the way down from, the days when we had 500 daily active accounts. So clearly, it's probably going to be a lot of bot accounts that are getting consolidated or taken down. But I look at the modern battles coming down from their, 25, 26, 28,000 battles down to the 22, 23 range. And it's maybe people are finding a way to bot in modern too. But if we, assume good faith and that those are humans, there's still a lot of people that have stopped playing in modern as well. So just thought I'd share this with you because, again, I'm not quite sure what to make of it. You can see here, let's go to the market over the last 3 months. Obviously, we had major spikes during the launch of Rebellion and, of course, with the conflicts going live here. But ultimately, everything is kind of just trending in a very, interesting way. Again, the market is unrelated to the player base because, I do believe that a majority of these are probably bot accounts that are consolidating over time. But with the upcoming ranked changes that are being discussed and that have been teased, I never looked at that as something that would be super anti-bot necessarily. But now I'm wondering if people are preparing for that, knowing that it is a priority for the team and will probably end up happening within the first 6 months of this year, the first half of this year. So just sharing the data, just wondering what's going on. I don't know. It doesn't seem like people are necessarily quitting, although I know there's always going to be a handful, or, I don't want to even say handful. There's always going to be a significant portion of the Splinterlands player base that is very upset with what's going on and, has some rightful gripes. But I don't think that people are leaving in droves the way that the data is necessarily suggesting, which leads me to believe, well, it's majority bots, but at the end of the day, that modern number coming down significantly doesn't look great either. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Just curious to see what you guys think of this data. But other than that, that's all I have. I'll catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.